Hi guys, I'm just going to make a little video on the review for test 2, geometry 1314. This is all about angles. So when we're looking at this, just go angle by angle. So angle S, what is that? Well, that's acute. So I'm just going to say angle S, and then angle W. This is a right angle. And okay, so I'm going to say angle W. Angle V is angle V is a is an acute angle, sorry, and then angle U is obtuse. Angle T is also acute. Okay, so when you're looking at this here, AOC, where's AOC? AOC is this big one right here. It's telling you that's 25 degrees. BOC is this bottom portion right here. This is 2x plus 10, and this top portion is 4x minus 15. So we're just going to go through this. To me, it's helpful if we just stack them up like that and then just add. 4x plus 2x is 6x. Negative 15 plus 10 is minus 5. And we know that the whole thing has to be 25, so let's solve that. So setting this equal to 25, add 5 to both sides, you're going to get 6x equals 30. Divide by 6. That's just going to give you x equals 5. This is not your answer, but you're going to use this to get those angle measures, which the question is asking you. They wanted to know what AOC is, and what AOB is, and what BOC is. Alright, so now that we know what x is, we're just going to plug it in here to this top portion, which is the AOB. This is going to be 4 times 5, which is going to be 20 minus 15, which is 5 degrees. And to the second one, which is BOC, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 10 is going to be 20. And of course, you see here that these do, in fact, add to 25 degrees. If you want to kind of check yourself. Okay, so let's see what's given on number 3. First of all, they're telling you that DEF, this portion right here, is 100 degrees. And they want to know what is FEG and what is HEG. So we're going to do this knowing our knowledge of acute angles, of adjacent angles and vertical angles. So first of all, remember this is a flat angle right here. Now flat angles, straight angles add to 180, so that's 100. This bad boy next to it, which would be an adjacent angle. Remember, adjacent angles are right next to angles, is 80. Now we can also fill this in if we needed to, using our knowledge of vertical angles. Remember, vertical angles share a vertex, and they're right across from each other. So this is 100. Thus, this one also has to be 100. And if this is 80, the one right across from it also has to be 80. Okay, vertical angles is like identical twins. Okay, so number 4, let's plug in what we have. First of all, we know that EOF is 36, and this is going to be 30. This is degrees. They didn't write it in here, but they should have. This is degrees, and that FOG, this bottom portion right here, is 33 degrees. So literally, I'm just saying 36 and 33. Okay, the question is, well, what's the whole thing? EOG, well, all we got to do is add these up. So if you just add those up, 36 and 33 are going to make 69. Okay, so on number 5, you're being asked, well, how are these angles related? So I have these angles right here. First of all, I'll try to add these up. 23 and 157 is going to be 180, and 180 is what supplementary angles equal, so I know it's D. So let's go through this. First of all, vertical, you only have if you have lines that intersect, but you do not here, so it's not going to be that. Adjacent are angles that are right next to each other. These are not right next to each other, so it's not going to be B. Complementary angles add to 90 degrees, so it's not going to be that, so of course this one is just going to be D. Okay, on number 6, this is being asked what angle is complementary to BOC, which is this top portion right here. Remember, complementary add to 90 degrees. So I'm being given this part right here. So I want to know what is the angle that is complementary to it. Complementary add to 90. When you're talking about complementary, think corner angles. So I want this whole thing right here. Well, what angle would go with this to make 90? This would have to be COD. So here we want to know which one goes to BOC, and that would have to be angle COD. You could have also said DOC. same difference, because that order does not matter.